Jack Nicholson appears in only 4 scenes of A Few Good Men, totaling about 20 minutes of screen time out of a 2-hour film. He loses the case. He's arrested in the final act. By every measure the story gives us, he's the villain, and Tom Cruise's lawyer is the hero who beats him. And yet, more than 3 decades later, he's the character everyone remembers. Not Cruise's character, not anyone else in the cast. I'm a behavioral economist. Here's the exact bias that let a man who broke the law in 20 minutes of screen time outshine the hero who legally defeated him. If you've seen the film, you know the moment instantly. Colonel Jessup on the witness stand finally pushed into admitting what he did, and instead of looking caught, he looks certain. You don't want the truth, because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You walked out of that scene or that clip more likely to remember his conviction than Tom Cruise's victory. That's not a flaw in your taste. Even military and veteran viewers find the speech evokes genuinely divided reactions, debating whether Jessup is actually right or wrong, which tells you something stranger than the villain was cool. A real audience, watching a man confess to a cover-up, found themselves arguing about whether he had a point. It burnings. This is the halo effect, operating in reverse of how it usually gets described. Normally, one positive trait, attractiveness, confidence, unconsciously inflates how we judge someone's unrelated traits like honesty or competence. Here, the mechanism runs through conviction instead of warmth. Jessup never hedges, never apologizes, never breaks eye contact. Nicholson uses tight-lipped grins, flaring nostrils, and prolonged eye contact to project absolute confidence. His monologue isn't a loss of control, it's a strategic assertion of power. Confidence, performed convincingly enough, gets unconsciously processed by an audience as a proxy for correctness, even when the actual content of what's being said is, on reflection, a justification for ordering an illegal assault that got a man killed. There's a second mechanism reinforcing the first. The entire courtroom sequence is structured as a genuine philosophical argument. Utilitarian, ends justify the means reasoning, versus the hero's more idealistic, rule-based position. And Jessup is given the more articulate, more emotionally forceful version of his argument. Humans are persuaded disproportionately by fluency and force of delivery, independent of the actual soundness of the argument being delivered. He loses the legal battle, but for many viewers he wins the philosophical one, simply because he states his case so powerfully. Being eloquent and being correct are different things. Most people, in the moment, process them as the same thing. This wasn't an accident of performance. It was deliberately engineered at every level of production. Most scenes in films are shot twice, once per character's coverage, but this particular climax was shot 30 times. Specifically so, every reaction from every actor could be properly captured. An unusual level of investment that signals the filmmakers knew exactly which scene the film actually hinged on. Nicholson was paid $500,000 per day for just 10 days of work, and he performed the monologue at full intensity, even in shots where the camera wasn't on him at all, ensuring his scene partners reacted to the real thing, not a stand-in performance. Even the most famous line in the film was a deliberate departure from the script. In Sorkin's original draft, Jessup says, "You already have the truth," but Nicholson chose the more forceful, "You can't handle the truth" instead. A small change that shifted the line from a flat statement into a direct confrontational challenge, aimed straight at the audience's own self-image. That's not a coincidence of good acting. That's a craftsman deliberately maximizing the exact persuasive mechanism, confidence read as correctness, that the halo effect depends on. The identical pattern shows up constantly outside film. The most confident voice in a boardroom often wins the argument, regardless of whose data is stronger. The most charismatic candidate in a debate is frequently remembered as having won, independent of fact-checked accuracy. And a forcefully delivered, totally wrong financial prediction can outcompete a hesitant, well-reasoned, correct one for a room's attention and trust. The fix is the same whether you're watching a courtroom drama or sitting in a real one. Separate how something was said from whether it was actually right. Jessup's monologue is a masterclass in delivery, built entirely on top of an indefensible position. The performance and the argument are two different things to evaluate. And the halo effect's entire power comes from convincing you they're one and the same. A Hindi movie by the name of Shaurya was inspired by A Few Good Men, with actor K.K. Menon playing role of Jack Nicholson. Movie is forgotten except for the courtroom scene with dialogues of K.K. Menon, especially Bake Nahin Hain, Hath Mainak 47 Lekar Ghumte Hain. Resonates with a certain section till today. I'm a behavioral economist, and this channel exists to show you the mechanism every week. If you'd rather see it than fall for it, subscribe.